I was gonna rip his heart out. I'm the best ever. I'm the most brutal and vicious and most ruthless champion there's ever been.
Can you imagine what it would look like if the baddest man on the planet, Mike Tyson, stepped out of the shadows of the 80s and 90s and into the bright lights of the social media era, where the likes of Jake Paul, his brother Logan Paul, KSI, and other YouTube sensations are redefining the game of boxing? Would we still think of Tyson the way we do? Or do you think Iron Mike would be defeated? Keep in mind that we are talking about no other person but the legendary Iron Mike. Mike, with his unbelievable punching power and intimidating aura.
Listen, I started Jake off and I'ma finish him. Just come to the fight and you'll see.
Takes on the quick-witted, trash-talking, and Instagram-honed fighters of today. It will be a battle of the old school versus the new school. It will be a war of wits that will leave the boxing world breathless. Sure, Mike hasn't been in a ring in over a decade, but he is still Iron Mike. So let's dive into the hypothetical scenario of what if.
Mike Tyson!
As we all know, Mike Tyson is widely regarded as one of the greatest boxers of all time. The former undisputed heavyweight champion, with his fearsome reputation and intimidating presence in the ring, dominated the world of boxing in the late 1980s and early 1990s. His impressive record, which includes 50 wins and 6 losses, is a testament to his formidable skills and power. Mike had no problem going against any fighter, earning notable victories over legendary fighters like Larry Holmes, Michael Spinks, and Bruce Seldon. His aggression in the ring earned him the nickname Iron Mike. Without a doubt, he is still one of the fiercest fighters we have ever seen and a legend in the game. On the other hand, Jake Paul is a popular social media sensation and YouTube personality who has taken the boxing world by storm with his controversial antics and unexpected boxing skills. With a massive following and a knack for self-promotion, Jake Paul has become a household name, even though not many expected him to be able to box.
I will be able to. I'm a natural-born heavyweight.
Jake's rise to fame began on the video-sharing platform Vine, where he gained a large following for his comedic sketches and entertaining content. He later transitioned to YouTube, where he has amassed millions of subscribers and become one of the most popular creators on the platform. If we are being honest, Paul is a pretty decent fighter, although many people question his legitimacy. But can fighters like Paul, who spend so much time creating content for YouTube than in the gym, withstand the raw power of fighters like Iron Mike? If they stood face to face with each other in the ring...
I'm a fucking student of war. I know all the boys from Charlemagne, Achilles, the #1 warrior of all warriors.
How would the boxing legend fare against the social media sensation? Would Tyson's experience and skill be too much for Paul's youthful energy and social media hype? Or would Paul's unorthodox style and internet-fueled confidence be enough to take down the legendary Mike Tyson?
And I'm going to show Mike who has the more power.
Okay,
because
let's paint a quick scenario as we try to imagine what a fight between the two of them would look like. Building up to the fight, the hype will be crazy, but we expect Jake Paul to take advantage of social media to spin the narrative in his favor and to get the crowd behind him.
Listen, I started Jake off and
Mike
I'ma
might
finish
try to
him.
do a bit of
Just
trash
come to the
talk,
fight and you'll
but
see.
Jake should have the upper hand here. If Tyson and Paul faced off in a 12-round bout, Tyson would be looking to prove his legendary status, with Paul seeking to make a name for himself against a boxing icon. Paul really has nothing to lose, except that he wouldn't want to let his followers down. That might just put a little too much pressure on him. The fight will be a closely contested affair, with Tyson's power and experience going against Paul's speed and agility. As the fight continues, Tyson might become more desperate for a knockout. He is going against a younger opponent who will probably not run out of breath as fast as him. But Jake Paul too would be struggling with tired legs. He knows how devastating Mike's punches could be, so he has spent most of the time dancing and trying to avoid being pinned to a corner. For the first couple of rounds, his footwork was superb, but as his feet tire, he becomes sloppy. Mike wants to finish him off with a knockout. Paul doesn't necessarily have a punch as deadly as Mike's, and he really just wants to score more points. But if he is lucky, the opportunity for a knockout comes, and he grabs it. In the end, I want to believe that Tyson's superior technique and ring IQ will give him the edge, and he will either win by decision or by knockout. After all, the fight isn't won on social media, but in the ring. I'll still expect the likes of Jake Paul, KSI, Tommy Fury, and others to give a good account of themselves, but I don't expect that to be enough to defeat a traditional, old-fashioned boxer like Iron Mike Tyson. The good news is that we don't have to wait too long to find out what will happen in a match between the two. ESPN has officially confirmed that the most unlikely of boxing matches between Jake Paul and Mike Tyson will actually happen.
I can back to this sport and to help others because I love this sport.
All that stuff you just said don't mean shit.
The fight will take place on Saturday, July 20th, 2024 at 4 a.m. BST at the AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas, and will be streamed globally on Netflix. The rules of the fight have also been announced, with the bout set to be an 8-round, 2-minute professional fight with 14-ounce gloves sanctioned by the Texas Department of Licensing and Regulations. Mike Tyson is expected to earn a guaranteed $20 million for the fight, while Jake Paul's earnings are reportedly in excess of $30 million, although the exact figure has not been confirmed. Boxing fans around the world are eagerly awaiting this exciting event, which promises to be a thrilling spectacle. Since the announcement, fans have not stopped talking about the fight, as everyone speculates on what the outcome will be. For Tyson, things would be a bit different from what he must be used to, given that he was raided in the old school way that most people refer to as the most authentic and less inferior. We must admit that Mike Tyson's experience, power, and ring generalship give him a significant edge over Jake. His extensive boxing career and experience fighting top-level opponents have helped him develop his skills and prepared him for any situation. Tyson has formidable punching power, and he can finish fights with devastating knockouts, making him a threat to Paul. His superior technique and footwork allow him to control the pace and distance of the fight. But let's not also forget that Mike hasn't been in a ring for close to 19 years, so he is no longer the fighter we once knew. On the other hand, for Jake Paul, the simplicity and ease that come from training with modern-day technology gives him quite a good chance. And with his loyal fans bragging behind his back, he just might stand a chance. Jake Paul's youth, energy, and unorthodox approach make him a formidable opponent. He is considerably younger and has high energy levels, which should give him an advantage in terms of endurance and agility, allowing him to potentially outlast and outmaneuver Tyson. Paul's unconventional boxing style makes him a wild card in the ring, and his massive social media following and ability to generate buzz around the fight could give him a psychological edge. In my opinion, Jake would need all the social media hype he can get to stand a chance against Mike. While Tyson's experience and power give him a significant advantage, Paul's youth, energy, and unorthodox style make him a formidable opponent. The outcome of this fight ultimately depends on which version of Tyson shows up, the prime, dominant Tyson, or the older, rusty Tyson. If Tyson can find his rhythm and impose his will, he could win by knockout or decision. However, if Paul can use his speed and agility to evade Tyson's attacks and wear him down, he could pull off a stunning upset. Whichever one happens, it is sure going to be epic. Mike has been training hard, and so has Jake. For now, my money is on Mike Tyson to go home with the win, but we can't write off Jake Paul. He would want to prove a point even though he really doesn't have anything to lose. And from experience, those who have nothing to lose are usually the most dangerous of opponents.
I'm doing great, but my body is right now. I'm sore. Yeah, I'm really sore.
I think you're playing possum.
No,
The outcome of this fight is far from certain, and it would be a thrilling spectacle to witness these two fighters face off in the ring. So, who do you think would win in a fight between Mike Tyson and Jake Paul? Let us know in the comments section. Thanks for watching this video. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and we will see you in our next video.